Here are some behind-the-scenes secrets from Wednesday you probably didn't know. Jenna Ortega trained in fencing and archery for the role. Even after 12-hour filming days, she still had cello and fencing lessons on top of it. The thing was actually not CGI. It was played by a real guy called Victor. Every day he spent about an hour getting prosthetics and makeup glued to his hand. He then wore a full blue suit so his body could be erased in post. To record Christopher Lloyd's performance as Professor Orloff, they shot the scene on set with 360-degree cameras and then projected that footage into his studio. That way he could see exactly where to look. His performance was then captured from every angle and turned into a 3D model of his face, which could be relit and placed into the scene.
The man poured out a bottle of poison, praying that vultures wouldn't devour his son's body. But shortly after they left, a vulture landed on the boy. It pecked down fiercely. The pain roused the boy from unconsciousness. He threw the vulture off the cliff. Only then did he realize he was trapped on the cliff. He shouted desperately for his father, but never heard a response, so he tried to climb up. The smooth rock walls offered no footholds. He couldn't find any leverage. He could only cling to a crack with his hands, his whole body hanging from the steep cliff. Then the weather changed. A torrential rain poured down in an instant. The rock walls grew extremely wet. The boy could no longer hold on. His strength was gradually exhausted. As the water rose with the rain, he summoned his courage and jumped suddenly. The next day, the boy woke up in the mud. His leg was severely injured, and there was no one around for miles. He crawled laboriously to a puddle to hydrate, and unexpectedly found an earthworm. After resting for a while, he took off his shoes, but his foot had swollen terribly. The boy stuck his foot between two stones, and twisted it hard. He found branches to splint his ankle, making himself a simple support. He walked on in pain, finally reaching the top of the cliff. There he saw his own tombstone. The day he fell into the abyss, the entire tribe thought he was dead. When the boy learned his father had left, he lay on the ground, helpless. Suddenly he heard wolf howls. A pack was approaching quickly. He had to retreat. The wolves chased him relentlessly. The boy tried to climb a tree to hide, but a wolf bit his leg. He pulled out his dagger and stabbed the wolf. The crisis was temporarily resolved, yet the wolves lingered under the tree until dawn, when they dispersed, leaving only the injured wolf behind. The boy made a spear from a stick. Approaching the wolf slowly, he raised the spear, ready to strike, but the wolf opened its eyes. After a painful inner struggle, he abandoned the idea. When the boy tried to touch it, the wolf bared its fangs, so he took out a rope and tied the wolf's mouth to prevent it from biting. He carried the wolf to a lake, cleaning its wound. Then they took shelter together in a cave. After a period of recovery, the boy prepared to return to the tribe. Before leaving, he said goodbye to the wolf, but as he set off on his journey home, the wolf followed closely behind. No matter how many times the boy drove it away, it refused to leave, so they decided to journey together.